bringing you Thailand's insights. Special, exclusive, in-depth, from the direct source. Let's get inside. Gain the insight with the insider.
Swadee and welcome to the Insider. Part of the drive toward the Thailand 4.0 era involved going through a digital transformation in the economy and in education. On this show, we have heard from many key government insiders about our progress toward a digital economy. But what does the private sector think? Is Thailand heading in the right direction? With enhanced information and communications technology, Thailand aims to boost business efficiency, foster sustainable development, and uplift the people's well-being. How is Thailand doing in the pursuit of this goal? From an insider's point of view, I am honored to interview a special guest this week, Mr. Wang Yifan, Managing Director of Huawei Technology.
Swadee
Ni hao. Thank you very much for joining the Insider this week. Talking about Huawei, how big is Huawei now?
Now, Huawei is one of the biggest international ICT companies worldwide. And Huawei has been set up 28 years ago in China. Now, the sales revenue of the Huawei in last years is more than $6 billion. And in this years, I think we are being increased by the 30%. And also, 70% of this year sales revenue comes from international business. So in the past, Huawei is focused on the technology. We just bring the network equipment to our customers. So not so many people know Huawei in the public. Only in the ICT sector, the expert and people know Huawei very well. But now also Huawei developed a handset business 5 years ago. So now Huawei handset become more and more famous. So that's why more and more people know Huawei now.
We are now sitting at the regional headquarters of Huawei. Why the regional headquarters of Huawei located in Bangkok?
First, according to the Huawei's regulation and structure, we divide the international marketing by the several region, and this region, this is the southeast region, and also we are thinking about that where we should put the headquarters in this region. So, and also we know that Thai government also set a very good policy to attack the international companies to set up the regional headquarters here. And also we align such kinds of policy. We check that the situation in the Thailand, and we think that firstly, the location of the Thai is very good, and also second one, the people in the Thailand is very kindly and also very open. And thirdly, and I think the Thailand marketing is one of the best developed marketing in this region. So that's why we like to set up a regional headquarters here.
So you mentioned the southeast
region. Yeah.
How many countries in this region?
It covers 10 countries in this region, including India, Myanmar, Cambodia, and also some other countries.
Well, we talk about the digital economy. I think every country in the world nowadays, they put, particularly important on the digital economy in order to gain more benefit, in order to earn more income, in order for the development for the country. In your experience, what is the main component or are the main component that would make digital economy successful and effective?
Yeah, as you mentioned, I think that's it's really very important to develop a digital economic in worldwide, not only in Thailand, also in the very well-developed country, for example, American, England, also Korea, Japan, and China. All these countries develop, even some not so well-developed countries, all these countries develop a digital economic. According to our analysis, we think that in the 2020, the half of the GDP will come from the digital economic. So that's very important for every government to develop a digital economic. So I think that also Thailand, we know that also Thailand will develop a digital economic. They have the one plans, Thailand 4.0. So I think that according to my experience, there are many components are very important. There are many components are very important, and three of them are the most important ones. The first one is the national strategy, policy, and the law. This is the most important things. And also, I know that in Thailand, the government, Prime Minister General Bayu, and has issued that such kinds of national strategy, and the government want to build Thailand as the regional digital hub. I think this is very, very important. It gives the very strong signal to everyone, to every industry in this country, that also give the very strong signal to international investor that the Thailand government have such kind of strong belief in and strong action where develop a digital economic. This is the first one, impact, first thing. Second thing is I think the that means the infrastructure of the digital economic. Because if you want to develop digital economic, that means that you should have the infrastructure network. That means that everyone can access the internet very easily. And otherwise, if you cannot touch if not everyone can touch this internet, so how can you develop the digital economic? But how to build this infrastructure is especially in the initial period. So the government should invest more, because this is a long-term investment. Not just in a very short time. You couldn't get a very, very good benefit in a very short time, in 1 or 3 years. So if the government build this infrastructure, and every people and every industry can get benefit from that. This is the second one. The third one is the ICT, human resourcing. And this one is also effective, because all the working should be done by the people, not by the machine. So the people should, how to find such kinds of people, how to find such kinds of expert, how to make the people know more digital economic. It's very important. And here also, Huawei would like to introduce or to share such kinds of knowledge to the people in the Thailand. And we have two part of jobs can do. One is we can help the students in the university. This is the education. The other one is we can train the people who are working in these sectors. And for the first part, we have some plans with some university, and we can set some scholarships and also bring them to look what has happened in other countries. And the second one, we also invite a lot of people in the last 15 years to visit China, American, and the European. According to my calculation, and there are more than 35,000 people has been training abroad.
Oh, well, back to the issue of the regional headquarters. How many Thai staff you employ here?
Here we have officially we have recruit more than 400 Thai staffs
400.
and 400 Thai staffs, and also at the same time we have the 1,500, 1,500 Thai outsourcing the people working with Huawei directly. So totally there are nearly 2,000 Thai staffs working for the Huawei in this office. And according to the Huawei's regulations, that we should local staff should occupy 8% of the total staff.
8%.
8%. Yeah.
You just mentioned about the capacity building. How did you find, the capacity of the Thai staff, and what had been, the key improvement that Huawei provide to the Thai staff?
First, we think that the Thai staff is very, very good staff in worldwide, according to my experience. I work in abroad for more than 11 years. I travel a lot in worldwide. I think the Thai staff is one of the best staff, foreign staffs in worldwide. They're working very hard, and also they are very talented, and also they have some similar culture with the China. And also second one, we think that Thailand staffs, they should, encourage, and we should provide two things. First one is the chance. Second one is the income. I think that for Thailand staffs, if you give them pressure, if they give challenging task, they can develop very well. And the second one, I think every staff in the Huawei, every staff he or has her families. So we should provide very good incomes to to have them have a good life. So and also we training them a lot, and we deliver them to the China to get training every year, and that's what we have done.
Well, that is for Huawei staff, but what about for the society as a whole, or CSR?
CSR.
What is the main campaign that Huawei give back to the society in Thailand? I mean, the Thai society.
Huawei is one of the biggest international ICT companies. So, according to the Huawei headquarters, that CSR is one of the important responsibility which we have to do. We come here. We are not one foreign companies. We want Huawei have more connection with this country, with this social, and we have the independent budget for such kinds of issues, and also in the last years, and also in the befores, we have several plans and several programs has been realized in Thailand. For example, we have set up a joint laboratory with the Chulalongkorn University, and also we have the Seed for Future program, and every year we select 10 of the Thailand university students to sponsor them to go to the China and other countries to touch the latest technology. We know that the technology develops very fast. If you just study in the university, you read the book, I think that's not, you're behind. And also, we also to invite the local expert and local people, especially startup SME, to people to go to the China, because now the internet economic develop very well in the China. We invite them to the China and to the other country to see what kind of education has been done in such kinds of countries, so they can take a reference and then take such an idea to come back to the Thailand, and also to develop localized application in Thailand. And also, we have the plans for the next years, and also we would like to cooperate with the Thai other organization and the institute to work together to think that how to develop and how to do CSR more good, more better in the futures.
Well, since you've been, Huawei have been in Thailand for
15 years.
15 years, have you ever come across any problems or difficulty doing business here?
In fact, generally speaking, definitely if you want to develop the business in one foreign country and also in the high technology industry, it's not so easy. Because at the beginning, no people know you. And also you, how can say, you have not have the very strong local partner. So at the beginning, it's not so easy. But also thanks for our partner, thanks our customers, they trust Huawei and then give Huawei more chance and more opportunity. And also, I think this country is very kind and the government is very good to the foreign investor, and then we can develop our business very well.
So right now there are so many, plans that the government would implement, e-government, e-payments, or so many, things. But it has to be done, or it's supposed to be done through the application on the mobile, the handset. So we are in the process of developing the application to facilitate, that sort of development. So in your opinion, what would be the next step? What kind of application that Thailand needs?
In fact, in this, if you're talking about the application, I think that there are many innovation ideas. There are many innovation companies do such kinds of business. According to my experience, this happens in the China and in American, even in the European, before. So I think that you have no any doubt that people, especially young generation, have some very good ideas to develop such kind of application. So I think you no need to worry about that. If you have the very good infrastructure, you have good policy, they can do something make you very surprised. So I think no need to worry about any such kinds of things. It can develop by it. You just make the platform ready, and then they will develop very well.
In Thailand, we have the policy of doing business on the basis of the mutual benefit. So what or how Huawei can do for the Thai economy?
I think this is a very big topic, and according to my understanding, I can say that we can do in the several aspects. First one, as the company, as one of the international famous companies, we should, first Huawei should be a good international companies in Thailand. What means the good international companies? That means firstly you should comply with the Thai government law or regulation.
Yes.
And you should pay the taxi. You should hire the local staffs, and also so that means that you can be a very good international company. Second one, you should be a very good high technology companies. That means that you should bring the latest technology to here. You should introduce you should lead the people, take the people to the abroad to see that what's the new technology. And the third one is that I think that Huawei should be one good international company. That means the Huawei has a lot of connection in worldwide. That means the Huawei we have the more than 117 subsidiary companies in worldwide. That means that you can think that in every country Huawei has the subsidiary companies in that countries. and then we know that what has happened in the worldwide. So we can share such kind of knowledge with the Thai. And also, I think in many things, Thai government and the Thai people do very well in this industry. So also we can share such kinds of experience and reference to the other countries to help the Thailand to build the good reputation in the ICTs. So that's, and also finally, we should not just think about short term, we should think about the long terms, how to do more CSR in this country, how to help the Thai economic develop well in the futures.
If I want to ask you to express yourself about Huawei, what would be the word?
I think there are three words very important for Huawei. The first one is focus. We are focused in the technology. We are one of the ICT companies where the technology is the most important thing for us. We just focus on technology. Second one is the pervasive. And that means that we are invest not just for 1 year, we invest for long term, for 10 years and 20 years. And we invest a lot in here. The third one is the breakthrough. We are not the one R&D in the university. We should, after our do such kind of research, we should bring the best product for our customers. This three words is most important words for Huawei.
I got one last question. At the back, the ubiquitous ultra broadband, what does it mean?
I think that with Huawei, our our target is to make the world to be better connection. That means how to yes, how to make the world to be better connection. As we mentioned, infrastructure, and you should have such kinds of networking. You should to provide the broadband service for the rich people and for the poor people, for everyone, no matter he's in the Bangkok and also no matter he's in the rural areas. So if you can, we Huawei is the one technology companies. We invest to provide the best technology for our customers, to help to cooperate with in this industry to provide the best connection for everyone. So I think the broadband is one of the most important service for this digital economic. So our target is that how to bring the good broadband service and bring the broadband technology to our customers and to support to our target to be better connection.
Oh, thank you very much. I am overwhelmed by listening from you. Your policy, of course, it is 100% in line with the government, and I hope that many foreign investment or investor would be watching and listening from you. And of course, I'm sure that they would learn a lot from Huawei as well. You're very impressive. I am wishing you the best of success. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
สวัสดีครับ We have just heard from a captain of industry about Thailand's progress in moving toward a digital economy, and so far, we are headed in the right direction. Like any other country, Thailand realized the importance of an effective digital economy and also the importance of facilitating and working with the private sectors to guarantee stability and reliability in the many years ahead. Thank you once again for joining me this week. See you again in our next episode. สวัสดีครับ